Now the weather today is casual 88. It's gonna get to 94 by the middle of the day. It is 2 p.m. though, so we'll give it 2-3 hours until it's that temperature. Have a couple of cups of water real quick before we go. So the general pace of this marathon walk, I'm shooting for 20 minutes a mile, so almost 9 hours. I think the plan is to finish this whole thing by the time it's midnight. And right now it is 2 p.m., so I think that is very doable. Now, does this contraption on my chest look weird? Sure. Does it matter though? Not really. Damn, it is hot.
And I mean, this video here is literally my attempt at completing a walking marathon, which is 26.21 miles. Mind you, it's kind of a lot of walking.
18-minute, 55-second pace for the first mile. Only 25.2 to go. The weather does look like it might rain. I looked at the forecast, didn't say it's a squirrel, but it did say that it's not supposed to. But if you look at that cloud, low-key kind of looks very dark. So anyways, we're gonna continue walking. I'll talk to you in about a mile.
And to stay about as efficient as possible, while I'm doing this walk, I'm actually on my phone doing a bunch of work and just making sure that business is taken care of.
I might get sunburned. I don't know. I didn't think about this. I'm currently walking at my mild 19-minute pace, but this is just kind of a mental exercise of me doing 26.2 miles, so.
And you know, the first 2 miles were pretty much a breeze, as expected.
We are 37.5 minutes in, and we just reached 2 miles. And you know that means we're not even 10% in. So just gonna continue walking. Hey, at least the sun left. So right now I'm under clouds, so the likelihood of me getting sunburned is significantly less, but not ideal.
In hindsight, I probably should have checked the weather and put some sunscreen on.
I'm not in the shaded area anymore for the majority of this walk portion, and the sun is back. Who would have guessed that that's how it's gonna go?
But I mean, it is what it is at this point. I already committed to the bit, so we're just gonna continue on walking.
All right, we're at 2.62 miles. That puts us at exactly 10%. I'm at 49 minutes for the 10% mark. Yeah, this is gonna be a lot. Now, I am fully allowed to just like take a quick break because, well, this camera contraption is now gonna run for 9 hours and I only have one extra battery with me. So I strategically planned my route where I would end up at my place roughly at halfway point. That's kind of where my head is at. But for the last 50 minutes that I've been walking, I'm on the phone with my grandma, just kind of catching up. And you know, I feel very productive because essentially I'm doing like 4 things at the same time. I'm filming this video, I'm losing weight, I'm talking to my grandma, and I'm just overall building physical fitness. So inspiring a bunch of people that need the inspiration and sharing with the world in general. So kind of a win-win-win situation over here. Anyways, time skip. 56 minutes, 3 miles on the dot. I mean, mentally, I'm pretty strong. Physically, I think I'll be okay. I definitely know I need to get some water within the next hour because we just did a whole hour without water. So at an hour 2 mark, I definitely need to get water. I also, just for the sake of not getting muscle cramps and making sure I stay hydrated, brought some of these packets. So I'm guaranteed to retain more water, electrolytes, all of that nature. So with that being the case though, I'm gonna continue my conversation on the phone. I'm gonna continue this walk and let's get this marathon done. So I somehow managed to increase my pace. Right now I'm moving at 18 minutes, 33 seconds per mile. So we are doing faster, but I will have to stop by home in about 2-ish hours to replace the batteries, transfer some footage. But right now we're exactly at 4 miles, which is nice. Last mile's pace was 18 minutes and 12 seconds. And I mean, I do gotta say that I think I can maintain that pace. As far as water goes, I feel like it is time to get something to drink in about 30 to 40 minutes, if that. And conveniently enough, there is definitely a grocery store that I can just drop by, get a bottle of water, dump a liquid IV in there. Would be nice. The angle right now on my face is not the most appealing angle, but it works. I mean, the contraption I have on myself right now is super simple. Allows me not to stress about, oh, am I capturing something or not? I'd have a guaranteed subpar angle. And if there's something more important, you can whip out an iPhone and just like record a certain thing. So a relatively low impact exercise because I mean, I'm not running, so I'm not putting extra force on my knees. So it's fun. it would be a lot more fun if somebody were to join me. It is nice though that there are clouds right now. I'm usually not the biggest fan of some gloomy weather, but not getting direct sunlight is godsend right now because it's 93 degrees outside, feels like 99. Dude, the summer is only just beginning, so it's gonna get progressively worse here in Texas. I might have chosen like the wrong time to lose weight, or I chose the best time, you know? Essentially a guaranteed sauna outside every day. Damn, somebody lost a wallet. No, we're not gonna bring that out right away. Actually, we could. Should we? Yeah, we definitely should. I'm a little frustrated with this. Messed up our pace by 2 seconds on a mile. But hey, 5 mile point. Actually, it is exactly 5 mile point right now. Side quest activated. Let's get this wallet back to Eric. Yeah, this is the best clue right here. I'm not gonna leak any of the credit card information, obviously. Leaving that on the trail for God knows how long until Eric realizes that he lost his wallet. It's probably a bad idea. We're gonna walk over to that building right there. That is the JW, and hopefully they know where Eric is. All right, so we are, according to this map, 6 minutes away from the JW Marriott. Our new friend Eric has allegedly a room, according to this nice little, I guess this is like a peach color key. The JW is a nice hotel. I really like it. Hopefully Eric is nice and gets me a cup of water. On that note though, let's continue walking. There's the JW Marriott. Let's go and find our boy Eric. I'm gonna have to pause this workout in a second. So I have a couple of clues. I found somebody's wallet, and I believe that you guys are the only JW here. Could you see if this person stays here? And if they do, I'm gonna leave this with you, and then you can like call them and let them know that I found their wallet. All right, the side quest is nearly complete. Hopefully we can get the wallet back to Eric. And hopefully he didn't cancel none of his cards and gets his ID to go back home to Utah where he's from. So, because we can get a little bit of liquid IV before we go on more of this. I drink normal water and then drop the liquid IV in there. Whew. The walk is back on. We had a quick pit stop at 5.43 miles and now it is time to continue this amazing journey. The big W here is I walked in and I got a free couple of cups of water and diluted the liquid IV in there, so electrolytes are replenished, water is replenished as well, and that is great.
And so far, honestly, this walk felt pretty chill because I am very much so used to like 7-ish mile walks a day.
We're nearing a 2-hour mark for this peaceful marathon walk. Yeah, this heat is brutal. I'm gonna go right there, go on a lower trail where it's actually shaded and covered, which should be a nice change of scenery as well.
And I'm glad I made this decision because the shaded area was much nicer.
No jumping from the bridge.
This is a copyrighted track, so I'm just gonna continue walking, but you can imagine that there's a bunch of music happening.
You know, the older I get, the less fun stuff like that I do. Yeah, up until I was like 20, there was like zero sense of survival. And then like, now that I'm 27, fucking hell, I'm so old. Probably wouldn't do things like that just because I'm like, oh, well, what if there's like, I don't know, a metal rod underneath the bridge that will penetrate me and I will die. Like, I'm just a lot more aware of the dangers, which is weird because like, I remember myself at like 15, zero sense of like self-preservation, essentially just like did not exist. All right, we're exactly at 8 miles. Does that put us at a halfway point? No. Does that put us at a 1/3 point? No. But we're close. I don't think I underestimated how hard this would be. I mean, like I knew from the get-go that it is gonna be hard. I know it's time consuming. My left knee hurts a little bit, but it's the same pain. 8.99 miles in, and I already know that once I get home, I'm not gonna wanna go anywhere else. Like I'm gonna look for excuses not to go anywhere. And that's not something I'm allowed to do. Now, yesterday's recarb was essential to make sure I don't die on this walk, so it's nice. But once we get home for the first break, I need to make sure that I measure my glucose and ketones levels. And if my glucose is too low, I need to get something with a little bit of sugar in it. Yeah, I'm fighting. I am fighting this battle now. I can even see my pace is slowing down. Just overall, I feel slower, which is not ideal. In the time I'm doing right now, a lot of my Austin friends would complete the whole marathon already. Ain't no way I'm running that. Now, At the end of this journey, running a sub 3-hour marathon could be cool. The biggest pain right now is my left foot. The knee is good, everything else is good, but the heel in my left foot hurts, and the toe on my left foot also hurt. Here's the beauty of weight loss. The more weight I lose, the better my balance is going to get, because it's going to be just easier to balance the amount of weight that I'm carrying on my spine. The things that are going through my head right now are like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I even like attempting this? I should just quit. And it sucks that that's where my mind just went. I'm not going to quit, at least as of right now. That's kind of where I'm at, but it definitely isn't the most happy place in my head right now, given that I'm just like aimlessly walking for the last 3 hours. I'm not even halfway done. That's the crazy part about it. See, my brain right now is telling me, hey, sit down on this bench, relax, just take a quick break. And I know for a fact if I'm doing that, it's gonna be so much harder to finish the portion of the walk that I'm doing right now. So I'm not going to, not allowed. The first 7 miles were super chill, because that's usually like the type of walk that I do. I'm so used to it. And now that I'm pushing myself beyond that, it's getting tough. Now once there's pain, there's obviously gain. So I would say it's a good thing that I'm experiencing some sort of feeling, negative or positive. Mentally, I kind of feel like I'm going insane a little bit right now doing this. And the one thing I'm super grateful for right now is the fact that I'm wearing my snowboarding socks. My snowboarding socks are compression socks, which essentially they just help my muscles, and I am grateful that I chose to wear these. They're a little hot, given that it's 38 Celsius, 98 Fahrenheit outside. We're currently at a 10-mile mark, which means that right now I got about a mile left. I'm fucking tired. I'm about to go home, take a 30-minute break, and hopefully that break doesn't fuck me up. Also, being on like the trail with like small little rocks, there's a bunch in my fucking shoes. So this is exactly where I fell. So that hole that was like covered by the grass, this is how deep it was straight up like no manhole, nothing. That's funny. Well, it's not funny, it's painful, but you get any salt in your eyes, it's like just straight up like you got pepper sprayed. Two most exciting things about to happen. One, that's the most exciting, I'm about to have more water, which is honestly super exciting. But two, I'm gonna get to sit down and relax for about half an hour. Now we're gonna measure the ketosis level. So glucose is 86 right now. Relax time.
I took about 55 minutes to relax.
So for this leg of the walk, we're gonna do 7.7 miles, because that's gonna give us good enough pace to then only go do 7.7 for the final arc. Now my toes have kind of developed like blisters, so it is a little harder to walk per se without pain, which kind of sucks. The amount of footage that this is going to generate though is going to be pain in the ass to edit, like actually. Maybe not. That's right there, the JW Marriott. That's where I went to return the wallet. Question is, did the guy ever get the wallet? We're gonna go to the Texas Capitol building. The Capitol in Austin, Texas is taller than the nation's capital in DC. Because you know what? Everything is bigger in Texas. Now today I have yet to eat anything, so honestly the break wasn't bad. I'm glad I took it. It took longer than I wanted it to be. I took an extra half hour, but I am functional. My feet, my calves, etc. don't hurt as much as they did. I had an opportunity to replenish the water reserves. So overall, I think that was a cool little pit stop, I would say. 12 miles in. The pace is still about 18.5 minutes per mile. So it's not bad. All right, so we've entered the Capitol building at 12.48 miles. The purpose of my visit is the most random thing. I'm just gonna work out inside of the Capitol building. Now, Texas is the only state in the United States that actually was its own country for a little bit. Hence, the Lone Star State. This used to be its own country. Let's climb some stairs. Press conference room, kind of cool. All right, 2 clockwise circles on the 2nd floor, then we're gonna take the stairs and go 1 floor up. Now here's another interesting fact about this Texas Capitol. I don't know about many places that are government owned that a normal civilian can just casually carry a firearm into. This is one of those places. Welcome to Texas, I guess. Right at the entrance, they have checkpoints, and you know, if you're legally allowed to have one, you're legally allowed to have one here too. That right there is a library. It is closed right now. Like it's 7:32 right now. So a lot of the places are closed. But you see how it says the Republic of Texas, and then you have the Confederate State of America, the United States of America, then you got the Kingdom of Spain, Kingdom of France, and the Republic of Mexico. That is all the territories that Texas used to be a part of, which is kind of pretty cool. And Texas is very proud of its history as well. Hence, like the Capitol building on its own has a lot of like different references to different portions of the history, just like the paintings here on the wall. This is the fourth and final floor of this building, so it is nice. You know, funny enough, the lady at the front, as I was going through like security scanner and whatnot, she told me there were 4 floors. What is this? No public access? I get that, but at the very least 5 floors. I think they're hiding something, and I wonder what that is. And we've just hit 13.43 miles, which puts us exactly at 1 mile inside of this building. Hence, this is a success. Time is 7:44 p.m. right now, so we are gonna see sundown in about an hour. Maybe even less, honestly. I think it's like 45 minutes until the sun is set. Gotta get them miles, and yeah, the moment I walked outside, now I'm drenched in sweat. It's like maybe not even sweat, it's just like realistically, the air is so humid that it just could be accumulating on my cold face because I was in a air-conditioned space for about a mile. And the stomach does hurt though. I might collapse. I'm not going to. I'm gonna get to that bench and take a quick break because the pain in the foot is discomforting. I'm gonna retie my shoe. Isn't it crazy how your body works and how everything operates? I just sat down, right? And as soon as I sat down, the pain just completely went away. What does it tell me? What does it tell my body? Well, my body is gonna be like, hey, you should be sitting because it hurts less because, you know, right now you're sitting and it doesn't hurt, so you should just sit here. And the pain is back. That's crazy.
So I decided that it's time to get some food.
Can I get a bowl? No rice, no beans. We'll do chicken. I'm gonna consume this real quick, and then as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna continue the walk.
I do have to say that this meal felt amazing. However, I was not ready for what it's about to do to me.
We are at 15 miles. Let's go do like 4 more. Then we're gonna take a proper break and finish out the rest of the day with a bang. All right, I just realized what the fuck the pain in my stomach is. I really need to use the bathroom. I'm gonna call myself an Uber. And yeah, I really need to use the bathroom, holy shit. We're gonna pause this walk again. Uber is called, should be here in 3 minutes. All right, this is the pickup spot. So far, we've gotten 15.25 miles. I'm literally gonna fucking shit myself. 10 seconds away from home, holy fuck. All right, cut.
And the thing is after that, I literally could not continue the walk, so I just kind of failed and went to sleep.